Is it fair to say that tensions are rising between Lewis Hamilton and the Mercedes F1 team? Recently, there has been a statement from Mercedes regarding the future of Hamilton that has some fans pondering if he is still loyal to the team. In addition to the drama, George Russell has spoken and made some revelations that seem to suggest that there are issues that need to be fixed as the team strives to implement the much-needed upgrades for the lethargic W15. Are these changes adequate, or does Mercedes F1 have more challenges ahead? Join us as we delve into the issues that have emerged on the surface and prognosis for Mercedes and drivers in a short while. Since early last year, watching Lewis Hamilton's rather uneasy but highly talked about potential transfer to Ferrari has been one of the greatest stories in Formula One, and with new developments coming to light, we have been offered a glimpse on how that may occur. Mercedes and Hamilton have come to a mutual agreement that, contrary to Ferrari's expectation, the seven-time world champion will not be participating in the upcoming postseason tire test scheduled in Abu Dhabi. Interestingly, Scuderia Ferrari wanted Hamilton to get behind the wheel of their car at this crucial phase. However, both Mercedes and Hamilton were of same opinion that he should fulfill his pre-existing engagements, which included an event in Kuala Lumpur with Mercedes title sponsor Petronas, which had been planned prior to this change. This decision highlights the respect and professionalism that both Hamilton and Mercedes have maintained throughout their long relationship. It has been agreed not to do a hasty draw and a team change, but rather to finish with the work in a dignified manner. It also demonstrates the tactful taking of steps with regards to announcing the departure, which is expected to be Hamilton's end of an illustrious title streak with Mercedes soon after 2024. There has been much glory in this relationship, with Hamilton posing as the sport's greatest driver of all times, and it is apparent that Mercedes wishes to end this partnership in a respectful manner in relation to the brand. For Ferrari, whilst considering the disappointment that comes with it, this means that the first official engagement of Hamilton with the team shall push to early next season. The expectation is that he will use the 2022 Ferrari car for the debut, and it shall race in the car under the testing of previous cars' TPC rules. This is designed to allow Hamilton to prepare himself with the team's working regimes and cars and driving techniques before the more serious competitive tests. The Ferrari team's principal manager, Fred Vasseur, has also pointed out that one or two of the team's TPC days that will be followed by an official pre-season test in Bahrain will be enough for Hamilton. Vasseur believes that given Hamilton's vast experience and quick learning curve, the seven-time champion will adjust in a very short time, maybe even starting from the very first day behind the wheel. For Hamilton, however, this development signals a major evolution, since almost all of his F1 years have been with Mercedes, where he carved out a niche as one of the most proficient drivers in the sport. As he turns the page to Ferrari, however, he will be joining a clan which has been one of the most successful, albeit with an uphill task, in recent times seeking to get back on pace at the zenith. There are many who believe that the arrival of Hamilton at Ferrari constitutes a point of inflection for the team raised, because they are counting on his know-how and championship mindset to assist in their quest for the title. This is another first for Mercedes, with 18-year-old novice Kimi Antonelli slated to partner George Russell next season. These changes will surely bring about a phase of adjustment for the organization as they come to terms with the absence of the star driver, although Hamilton is still expected to play an important role in the strategic planning of the team as the year draws to a close, particularly as he navigates the team through the last races of the 2024 season. Mercedes is also looking towards new driving features and advantage in 2025, and the presence of a young and gifted driver like Antonelli coupled with Russell will strengthen their chances to remain within the top bracket. All in all, Hamilton's departure from Mercedes is undoubtedly a hard moment for both him and the team. However, the commitment to honor his existing obligations and respect the team's attempts to end the relationship properly means that the transition to Ferrari will be smooth and respectful for everyone concerned. There is no change in Hamilton's long-range career strategy, and one can sense his enthusiasm about Ferrari in 2025, despite his current preoccupations with completing the existing season with Mercedes. The Formula One community has been filled with buzz of anticipation and rumors about Lewis Hamilton's rumored transfer to Ferrari in 2025. The iconic racer, who has been loyal to Mercedes for over 10 years, is reportedly getting ready to dramatically transfer to legions that he has admired for a long time. It is a crucial period in the career of the seasonal champion as he seeks to add more championship titles in his cabinet, but this time, there is an added twist. One of the most intriguing facts about this potential transfer is Hamilton's association with the current team principal of Ferrari, Frédéric Vasseur. Vasseur has a long history with Hamilton since he was there at the very beginning of the latter's career, latter in Formula 2 and 3. The long-standing history of the two is possibly one of the strongest motivating factors for Hamilton joining Ferrari, as it guarantees that he will be entering a place where he will be appreciated and understood. Vasseur's importance can also be seen in his participation in the recovery of the Scuderia Ferrari and its return to the unsuspected winning ways following a long spell in the doldrums. Nevertheless, working for Ferrari is not easily earned, especially where the team has been unable to show the same level of consistency as Red Bull, Mercedes, or other elite racing teams. It is true that Ferrari is one of the most legendary teams in the history of Formula One. But the trophies have not been what they were hoping for recently. The team that Hamilton will join will be the one still working on the car and its strategies to be back up in front of the grid. The potential transfer is not only about fulfilling his ambitions, but also assisting in the efforts for Ferrari to be competitive. Another fascinating dynamic is the expected competition within the team. Ferrari has moved quickly to tie Charles Leclerc to a long-term contract. This means that if the acquisition of Hamilton goes through, the Monegasque will be sharing a garage with the British driver. Leclerc is one of the promising drivers whom most F1 fans admire. The combination of Hamilton and Leclerc in one team with two title-hungry drivers is bound to be both exciting and intense. A dual rivalry such as these may spur both Hamilton and Leclerc to greater heights than either has previously experienced. However, as both will likely wish to be the #1 championship contender for Ferrari, tensions are likely to rise. To add to this issue, there are also Ferrari fans known as the Tifosi, or the craziest fans of the legend Rossi. Ferrari fans wear large numbers, overly prepared for any race, and help their team quite a lot, which sometimes, however, creates problems for drivers who do not win trophies and provide stable work. Given Hamilton's success in his career and more recently with Mercedes, it would be assumed that he has Ferrari's best interests, and therefore the ambition to deliver winning ways to the team, thus providing him with additional pressure but also giving a new direction to his career. This move also underscores a larger trend in the sport, where established drivers are starting to look for new challenges and fresh opportunities. After over 10 years with Mercedes, a switch to Ferrari and competing with such an iconic team might be one of the last opportunities for Hamilton to cement himself in the annals of history as a great driver who excelled across different franchises. If Hamilton switches to Ferrari, he may get another chance to chase his 8th world title, which has been out of his reach ever since the loss of performance from Mercedes in the recent past. With the 2025 season in mind, this shift is expected to draw more attention and be one of the major highlights of F1. The transition from a team whose success is almost entirely attributed to him to a Ferrari team keen on returning to the winner's circle offers a fascinating dilemma for fans and analysts alike. This turn of events may prove to be the last straw of Hamilton's career, and most importantly, it will affect more than just him, but also Mercedes and Ferrari going forward. There is also the possibility that Hamilton is going to leave Mercedes, which combined with the latter's desire to get some sort of an advantage over Red Bull may carry a significant impact on the F1 status for many years. There is a buildup that fans can expect around the period before 2025 that will be full of excitement, especially regarding the strategies the teams will put in place, the number of rivalries among the drivers, and how management of Ferrari will seek to regain glory. Marked developments appear to be in place over the apparent range of possible scenarios about the 2025 season, which makes it certain that the 2025 season will be quite shocking regardless of whether Hamilton's move to Ferrari goes ahead. The Mercedes W15 F1 car, which will compete in the 2024 Formula One season, is a product of a concentrated campaign aimed at confronting the weaknesses that have plagued the team in recent seasons. The W14 was unable to challenge Red Bull on a regular basis because there were certain conditions where it performed poorly, which already showed areas for Mercedes to improve, and thus, the W15 seeks to be a giant leap from that.